Now that we discussed SoundCloud exclusives, we discussed YouTube exclusives, let's talk Cyberfest 2. Man, um, that was an amazing event. Like I really can't um speak highly enough of that because I wasn't worried that the event was going to be bad or anything like that. I was more so worried about it actually matching the energy that the first Cyberfest had, right? If you haven't seen the Cyberfest 2022 VOD, definitely go check that out on our YouTube channel just to see like a comparison, right, of like what last year's or 2022 show was like and this year's show. So, one thing I'm just really happy about when it comes to the event is how well it went. You know what I mean? Like, I really do feel like we matched the same energy as the first Cyberfest. I mean, we kind of doubled our following in that time. We have a lot more support now than we did in 2022, right? So that was kind of like I just wanted to make sure that we hit the same mark, right? I didn't really want like a major improvement on the show because these things come with time, right? Like I've ran a lot of marathons when it comes to video games. Obviously, I'm practically a full-time streamer. I stream 5 days a week, so I'm used to like hosting these types of events, but they're always very tedious. You know what I mean? Like they're very, very tedious when it comes down to like making them look right and making sure that things go well and make sure that people show up. So I'm just really grateful that Cyberfest 2 went as good as it possibly could have, right? So minimal hiccups, minimal maintenance hiccups. Like there really wasn't anything that I could truly complain about. Obviously, much to improve on when it comes to aesthetics, right? When it comes to transitions and things like that. But that comes with doing these shows more and more, right? Like you always kind of want to level up these types of shows when you continue to do them. So that's why it's important. But overall, I'm really happy with the event, and I know the majority of the community was very happy with the event. I didn't see anybody really have any too big gripes or anything like that. I know all the artists were happy. I know everybody who tuned in on Twitch was super, super hyped. And you really can't ask for any more because that's really what this is, right? It's just an easier way to showcase artists that otherwise wouldn't be able to pull up the shows or do shows or anything like that. I mean, the concept of a URL fest, which I've explained in a few videos, has been around since pre-COVID, right? But once the pandemic hit, I felt like they got more and more popular, right? And a lot of people started to get into that sort of thing because it was a way to connect with people when otherwise you wouldn't be able to, right? Especially during the pandemic, like I said. But even post-pandemic now, right, in kind of like a new environment, I'd say they're still pretty successful, right? Because again, back to the point, it's really just giving a way to showcase artists like to other people that otherwise wouldn't really see them. You know what I mean? Like we didn't have too many bigger names on the show. We had some big names, right? But we didn't have like crazy names here on the show because I like to like fine tune it, right? Like you want to make sure that you have like obviously some decent names on the show, but the purpose of the show is to showcase artists again that otherwise wouldn't really be playing a show or can't play shows or sometimes artists can't travel, sometimes they can't get booked in their hometown. You know what I mean? Like, so this is a great way to be able to like showcase it to a wider audience. Because I mean, what? Picture it this way: we had like I think we peaked at like 20 plus viewers during Cyberfest 2, right? And then we had at least 10 plus in the Discord, right? So you can assume like 30-35 people individually, right? But getting into a room with 30-35 people in like a real show, especially for like underground independent shows, that's great. You know what I mean? That's really great. And a lot of people don't have the opportunity to get in front of a crowd like that, and a lot of people don't really push it farther than that, right? So when it comes down to like, missing sets or anything like that, or like, oh, I didn't get to go to the show or anything like that. The good thing with URL shows is you're like, okay, here's my set. You know what I mean? You're like, boom, it's right here on YouTube. So that's the great thing about URL Fest is like it's a lot easier to archive. It's a lot easier to like store the performances, right? I think that's very important. So again, just to cap that off, man, that was great. I am looking forward to Cyberfest 3, and we kind of know what to improve on, but we definitely want the community's input as well. So this will be uploaded on YouTube. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, you have any critiques or things that you'd like to see for Cyberfest 3, definitely let us know. Send us a DM, send us a message, anything like that. You know, we probably won't be hosting Cyberfest 3 until next year, obviously, right? Only 3 months left in the year. But we're going to be looking to take some notes, improve on smaller things, improve on what we can, right? Make sure that Cyberfest 3 is even like bigger than Cyberfest 2. So yeah, again, any critiques or suggestions or anything like that that you'd like to see on Cyberfest 2, definitely let us know. For sure. And like I said, this will be uploaded on the channel, so make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel. We upload 2 times a week, quite literally. Let's get it.